Every day, thousands of small YouTube creators give up on their dreams. Most creators quit before making it to video 20 because the truth is, YouTube takes time. It needs more data than you realize. And in that time, it's easy to get discouraged, to compare yourself to others, and to stress about your circumstances. I'm going to explain the invisible growth phase that happens before every channel's breakthrough and how to survive it. I've been through this moment several times, and it never gets easy. So let's talk about why you shouldn't quit. Growing on YouTube is like planting a tree. You can give it water, give it sunlight, tend to it every day, but you won't see the fruits immediately. Think about what happens when you plant a tree. For months, sometimes years, you see very little visible growth. The sapling looks fragile, you might wonder if it's growing at all, but beneath the surface, something important is happening. It's developing a root system, building its foundation, and gathering strength. This is exactly how it works on YouTube. You spend every day thinking about your channel, how to make better content, day in and day out, but the algorithm has to juggle hundreds of thousands or even millions of different channels. It's trying to analyze your video through its SEO and performance with your community. Every once in a while, it'll show you to more people than normal in a short burst to collect a bigger data set, but it takes time to know what to do with that data. Those videos with only 100 views aren't failures. They're your roots spreading. Every video you make strengthens that foundation. Every person who watches is like a bit of water nourishing your channel. Every comment is sunlight helping it grow. You're building something that takes time to mature, and the hard part is not being able to see the fruits until later. Let me show you something that will change how you think about your slow growth. This video of mine took 100 days to reach 999 views, and then something amazing happened. It found its audience. I hadn't made a three-dimensional printing video before this one, and I haven't made one since, and now it's my 5th most viewed video on this channel with over 200,000 views. The algorithm took 3 months to figure out who wanted to see this content, but once it did, the growth was explosive. Here's another example that proves this pattern. I published a video about productivity that did moderately well, getting about 5,000 views in the first month. Then 6 months later, something incredible happened. YouTube suddenly started recommending it heavily, and it gained 50,000 views in 2 weeks. That single video got my channel monetized overnight. This isn't uncommon. This is the norm. This is the almighty algorithm at work. I have a friend who started a cooking channel and was ready to quit after 30 videos. Her average video was getting maybe 200 views, and she felt like she was talking to an empty room, but I convinced her to stick with it for just 10 more videos. Video 37 changed everything. It was a simple recipe for banana bread, nothing fancy, but it caught fire. Within 2 months, it had over 500,000 views, and her subscriber count went from 800 to 25,000. The crazy part is that video 37 wasn't dramatically different from video 7 or 17. The difference was that YouTube had finally gathered enough data to understand her audience and started showing her content to the right people. One of the biggest misconceptions about YouTube is that the algorithm somehow punishes small creators. This isn't true. The algorithm has one job: to match videos with the viewers most likely to enjoy them. The problem is that it's slow and you can't see it working. YouTube doesn't care if you have 5 subscribers or 5 million. What it cares about is whether the people who watch your videos engage with them. Do they watch to the end? Do they like or comment? Do they watch another one of your videos afterwards? When you're starting out, YouTube is essentially running experiments with your content. It shows your video to a small sample of people, and if they engage, it shows it to more. If they don't, it stops. The thing to keep in mind is that this process isn't hours or days, it's weeks to months. You don't need everyone to like your videos, you just need the right people to find them. Here's what's really happening behind the scenes that most creators don't understand. Every time someone watches your video, YouTube is collecting data points. How long did they watch? Did they click away immediately or stick around? Did they interact with the video? YouTube is building a profile of who your ideal viewer is, but it needs a lot of data to do this accurately. Think of it like this. If you were trying to set up 2 people on a blind date, you'd want to know a lot about both people before making the match. YouTube is doing the same thing with your videos and potential viewers. It's trying to figure out who will love your content, but it needs time and data to make those connections. The most successful creators I know all went through what I call the invisible growth phase. This is the period where you're working hard, creating content, but not seeing the results you want. It feels like you're shouting into the void, but you're actually building something powerful. During this phase, 3 critical things are happening. First, you're developing your skills as a creator. Your 10th video is better than your first, your 20th is better than your 10th. Second, you're building a small but incredibly loyal audience. These early subscribers are gold because they're choosing to follow you when you have nothing to offer except your content. Third, your library of content is growing, which increases your discoverability. The more videos you have, the more chances people have to find you. Let me tell you about the moment I almost quit YouTube. I had been creating videos for 8 months and had only gained 300 subscribers. I was spending hours every week writing, filming, and editing, and it felt like nobody cared. I remember sitting at my computer one night, looking at a video that had been live for a week and only had 47 views. I started writing my goodbye video in my head, but then I decided to give it one more month, just 30 more days. That decision changed everything. 3 weeks later, one of my older videos suddenly started getting recommended heavily. It gained 20,000 views in a few days, and my subscriber count doubled. If I had quit 3 weeks earlier, none of that would have happened. So how do you actually survive long enough to see growth? Here are 5 practical strategies that will help you push through the invisible growth phase and come out stronger on the other side. First, redefine what success means in your first year. Early on, views and subscribers are the wrong metrics to focus on because they're lagging indicators. Instead, track leading indicators that show you're on the right path. Focus on the skills you're developing with each video. Are you getting better at storytelling? Is your editing improving? Are you becoming more comfortable on camera? Also pay attention to your completion rates. If people are watching more of your videos over time, that's a sign your content is getting better. Look at the comments you're getting. Are people asking questions, sharing their own experiences? Genuine engagement is worth more than 1,000 passive views. Finally, track your consistency. Are you showing up regularly? Consistency builds momentum, and momentum builds success. Second, find your creator community and lean on them for support. Connect with other small channels in your niche. Don't see them as competition, see them as allies. Comment meaningfully on their videos, share their content when it's genuinely good, and build real relationships. Join Discord servers, Facebook groups, or Reddit communities where creators gather. This does 3 things for you. It provides emotional support during tough times, it creates collaboration opportunities that can help you grow, and it keeps you motivated by surrounding you with people who understand your journey. Third, create with intention rather than just chasing trends. Don't just copy what's popular or try to ride every viral wave. Instead, ask yourself what unique value you're providing that no one else is. Even in crowded niches, your perspective is your advantage. What's your unique angle? What experiences do you have that others don't? What problems can you solve that others can't? When you create with intention, you attract viewers who are genuinely interested in what you have to say, not just people looking for entertainment. These viewers are more likely to subscribe, engage, and become long-term fans. Fourth, embrace the process and fall in love with creation itself, not just the results. The creators who succeed long-term are the ones who genuinely enjoy making videos. They love the research, the writing, the filming, the editing. They see each video as a creative challenge and an opportunity to improve. If you're only motivated by views and subscribers, you'll burn out quickly because those rewards are unpredictable and often delayed. But if you can find joy in the process itself, you'll have the fuel you need to keep going through the tough times. Set process goals instead of outcome goals. Instead of saying, I want to get 1,000 subscribers this month, say, I want to publish 4 high-quality videos this month. Fifth, develop a long-term mindset and realistic expectations. YouTube is not a get-rich-quick scheme or a shortcut to fame. It's a long-term investment in building an audience and a brand. Most successful creators took years to build their channels, not months. Set realistic milestones and celebrate small wins along the way. Instead of expecting to blow up overnight, focus on steady, sustainable growth. Aim to be slightly better this month than you were last month. If you gained 50 subscribers this month and you gained 30 last month, that's progress worth celebrating. Let me share a story that perfectly illustrates the power of persistence. There's a creator named Sarah who started a personal finance channel in early 2022. For her first 6 months, she averaged about 100 views per video and gained maybe 10 subscribers per month. She was working a full-time job and spending her evenings and weekends creating content. Multiple times she considered quitting because it felt like she was making no progress. But she had set a goal to create 100 videos before making any major decisions about her channel. Video number 73 was about budgeting for college students. It was well researched and helpful, but she didn't think it was anything special. 3 months after she published it, it started getting recommended heavily to college students preparing for the new school year. Within 6 weeks, that video had over 300,000 views and brought in 15,000 new subscribers. Today, less than 2 years later, she has over 200,000 subscribers and makes more from her YouTube channel than she did from her day job. The key was that she didn't quit at video 20 or 40 or even 60. Here's another crucial point that most creators miss. Your breakthrough video might not be your best video. It might just be the video that YouTube finally understands how to promote. I've seen creators agonize over why their best video only got a few hundred views, while a video they threw together quickly got hundreds of thousands. The difference usually isn't quality, it's timing and algorithmic understanding. YouTube needed time to figure out the creator's audience, and once it did, it started promoting their content more effectively. The psychological aspect of surviving as a small creator is just as important as the technical aspects. You're going to have days when you question everything. You'll wonder if you're wasting your time, if your content is good enough, if anyone actually cares about what you have to say. These feelings are normal, and every successful creator has experienced them. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is how they handle these moments of doubt. Develop strategies for dealing with discouragement. Maybe it's talking to other creators who understand your journey. Maybe it's revisiting your why and remembering what motivated you to start. Whatever works for you, have a plan for the tough days because they will come. One thing that helped me tremendously was keeping a success journal. Every week I would write down 3 things that went well with my channel, no matter how small. Maybe it was a particularly nice comment from a viewer. Maybe it was improving my editing workflow. Maybe it was coming up with a great idea for a future video. This practice trained my brain to look for progress and positives instead of just focusing on what wasn't working. Another important mindset shift is understanding that comparison is the thief of joy, especially on YouTube. It's natural to look at successful creators and wonder why they're growing faster than you are, but you're seeing their highlight reel, not their behind-the-scenes struggle. That creator with 1 million subscribers probably started years before you did. They went through the same invisible growth phase you're experiencing now. Focus on your own journey and your own progress. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Let's talk about the compound effect of consistent creation. Every video you make has the potential to be discovered months or even years later. YouTube is essentially a search engine, and your videos are like web pages that can be found through search, suggested videos, or browse features. The more content you have, the more opportunities people have to discover you. I regularly get comments on videos I made 2 years ago from people who just found my channel. Those old videos are still working for me, bringing in new viewers and subscribers. The truth about YouTube growth is that it's not linear. You won't see steady, predictable increases in views and subscribers. Instead, you'll experience periods of slow growth followed by sudden jumps. This is normal and expected. The algorithm works in waves, and your job is to keep creating content during the quiet periods so you're ready when the wave hits. Think of it like surfing. You can't control when the perfect wave comes, but you can make sure you're in the water with your board ready when it does. Right now, someone out there is looking for exactly the content you create, and they just haven't found you yet. Your job isn't to blow up overnight, it's to keep showing up, keep improving, and keep nurturing your channel until those people find you. Remember, the videos you're making today are creating the roots for your future success. The growth you can't see is still growth. Every view, every comment, every subscriber is building towards something bigger. So the next time you feel discouraged by low views or slow subscriber growth, remind yourself that every big, successful creator started as a small, unpolished channel that needed time and consistent care. If you stop tending to yours, you'll never see it bloom. Keep creating, keep improving, and keep believing in your vision. Your audience is out there waiting for you, and the only way they'll find you is if you don't give up. If you're a small creator watching this, drop a comment below, sharing one thing you're proud of creating, regardless of how many views it got. Let's celebrate the seeds we're planting together, because every single one of them matters. Your breakthrough moment is coming, and when it arrives, you'll be ready for it because you didn't quit when things got tough.